In these discussions, we will see there are some major advantage and disadvantage of the DB-scan algorithms, means density-based algorithms. Okay, so let's see what are the advantages first. What are the main advantage of it? So the advantage of it first, in which situations DB-scans works well. In which situations, that's thing we have to do. So first thing that we have to remember, it's very resistance to our to the noise. It is very resistance to it. This is the first advantage, because we have already seen in the previous chapter, means in k-means in hierarchical clustering chapter, we will see the clustering techniques are not work proper well when we have the different sizes of data, when we have the different densities of data, when we have different shapes of data. In such scenario, we have seen that in such scenario, this clustering technique, means k means plus plus hierarchical clustering, here k meadoids, does not work properly. Okay, but in DB-scan algorithms, that solves these kind of problems. Just see this picture that already we have seen in one of our discussions, these pictures. But see this. So from these pictures, if you asked a 5-year kids students, they can easily separate it. This is one cluster, this is a one cluster, this one is 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 one cluster. They can easily separate it. So the same jobs also doing it by example using the DB-scan algorithm. Just see. So it's find that it is a one cluster, by example using this color red type. I think it is the deep red color. This by example using the blue color, you will separate. It is one cluster. By using the yellow color, it's separate. It's the another clusters. By red, it's one cluster. By green, it's one. By blue, sky blue, by sky color, it's separate. It's one cluster. Okay. I means, and one things it can can handle, and it can handle the clusters, different shapes as well as different sizes cluster. You can easily handled. Okay, different sizes and different shapes. Just see the different sizes of cluster and different as well different shapes of cluster. It can easily handle, and it's also resistance to the noises. These are the noise points. These are the noise points. And as well, it's also detect that these are the noise point in our cluster. These are the noise. These are the noise point. So these are the major advantages of the DB-scans. First, it's the resistance of the noise, but it's also it can easily separate cluster different size and as well as different shapes of clusters. Okay, these are the advantages. Also, there have some disadvantages. We'll see these things. What are the disadvantages of DB-scans? So the text that you have shown here, I have taken this text from the Wikipedia page, from this link, and there are some advantages of the DB-scan. Just go through one by one. So first advantage is DB-scan does not require one of the specific number cluster. Okay, and in such that's opposed by the k-means, that the job are totally that's the job we will see that disadvantage of the k-means algorithms, but it can easily be solved by simply using the DB-scan algorithm. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, means the number of clusters in the database. The second advantage is it can finding arbitrarily shaped of the cluster. It can easily find the arbitrary shaped of the cluster. This is the second one. Okay, the third one is robust to our outliers. It's very robust to the outliers. Fourth one is it's only there have two parameters. Only there have two hyperparameters. Based on these two hyperparameters, it's we can easily separate different kind of shapes clustering. We can easily separate different kind of clusters. Okay, so mainly it is mainly based on the only two hyperparameter. It's one advantage. And the third one is DB-scans are designed by simple using use with databases that can accelerate region queries. Okay, by simple using this region query mainly based on using the KD tree. KD tree, R tree means one kind of KD tree. Okay, these are the major advantages, and only two parameters here have mean points and epsilon, and easily set by domain expert if the data is well understood. These are the most six advantages. The first one is it can easily separate arbitrary type of clusters that are totally impossible by simply using the hierarchical clustering or k-means clustering that we have seen. Thus, the second one is it's find different kind of arbitrary set of clusters, and it can even find a cluster completely surrounded by a different cluster. Okay, it can even find a cluster that's completely surrounded by a different cluster due to the mean points parameters. So the called single link effect that we have already discussed, we have already seen these things, and it's very robust to the outliers. Third advantage, and it's required just two parameters. Based on these two parameters, we can easily separate various kind of different set of clusters. Okay, the fifth one is the DB scans are designed for use with databases that can accelerate region queries. And we will see in one of in a previous of our in a future of our videos, we will see these things, how this region queries has work. But it can accelerate the databases with various shapes, different kind of various shapes of cluster. Okay, and the second thing is here only have two parameters, mean point and epsilon, that can easily set by a domain expert. Okay, that can easily set by a domain expert if this data is well understood. Okay. These are the main major advantage of our DBSCAN algorithm. Now let's see in which situations DBSCAN algorithm fails. What are the major disadvantages? Let's see this thing. So just see this picture. If you see this picture, in these pictures, these are the original set of points, and these are the some using the parameter we will got this kind of clusters value. Okay, just zooming it little bit. Okay, I think it's okay. So this is the original picture. So if you ask anyone, they can easily separate it. This is one cluster, this is one cluster, this one is one cluster, and this one, this one, this one. Total how much cluster we have? So here actually we have how much cluster? C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. Total we have 6 cluster. Okay, and just we will choose here by simple using the parameter choosing technique. We will choose the mean points parameter is 4 and EPS value is 9.75. So using this hyperparameter value, we'll see that it will separate it. This is one cluster, this is one cluster, this is one cluster, this is one cluster. But it will be there are 3 different clusters, but till now it is okay. It is okay. Don't we can consider it. But by simple choosing we have some small changes are doing here. Just and here in first cases we have choose here epsilon is equals to 9.75. In second cases we have choose here epsilon is equals to 9.92. So just small changes of epsilon here to here, small change. Of epsilon. So just see this, how much dramatically the cluster has changed. So if you just small changes of epsilon, so we'll see it's a single cluster. It's a single cluster, it's one. Okay, it's totally different. This one are the totally different. These are the totally different. By simple the small changes of the hyperparameters, the clusters has changed dramatically. So these are the disadvantage of the DB scans. So it's varying densities in our, if our in our data sets there are various kind of density data, dense data, then it's not, it's good sign, good sight. Okay, so varying density, it's a major disadvantages. And also they are have the disadvantage if we have a high dimensional data. In high dimensional data there have cause of dimensionality problem, means we cannot fit high dimensional data into a lower dimensional situation. Okay, so this kind of problem we have to face in the DB scan. Okay, now let's try to understand through the again another examples. DB scans means how much sensitive, just see these things, these are the sensitive, but just small changes of our hyperparameter, the shapes are, the cluster shapes has changes dramatically. So this means what? This means it is the sensitive, very sensitive to our hyperparameter. Huh? Very sensitive to the hyperparameter. That's the first one. Now let's try to understand through the different picture. So that's the pictures that's have been taken here. That's from one research paper. So in this research paper, they have shown that the in the Davis-Scan algorithm, the problem is just see these two pictures. These are the two pictures from the same cluster data, same type of cluster data. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Just change the first picture. In that picture, they have chosen for each picture the mean point is for x, for each picture the mean points is 4. Okay, for each picture, this one as well as this one, mean point is 4. But the main change here doing here there epsilon value. In this picture, epsilon is here, epsilon is 0.5, and here epsilon is 0.4. Just small changes of the epsilon value. See the how much cluster has changed dramatically. So from epsilon is equals to 0.4, then it's doing the job more well. So this separates. This one is a single cluster, it's okay. This one is a single cluster, it's okay. And it one is another cluster, okay. It's one okay, it's one okay. Okay, okay, this one is okay. But now the change is doing here. Just see, now we have if you small changes, just 0.1, 0.1x we have changes here. 0.5 just we have taking a 0.4. Okay, so just it's okay, no problem. This shape is okay, no problem. But doing here, this is also okay. This is also okay. But main problem is in these regions. Little bit sparse regions, it's doing the problem. Just say this. You have doing this is your one cluster. It is a one cluster. It's one cluster. Actually, it is totally different. Totally, these one, the totally different set. Totally different set. Okay, these are the one disadvantages, means it's very sensitive to the hyperparameter values. Okay, now this one is another pictures, also it takes from the another pictures. For each picture the mean points value is, for each pictures the mean points value is 4, but the main difference is, here epsilon value. Here epsilon is equals to 0.5.0. Here epsilon value is equals to 3.5. Here epsilon value is equals to 3. Just little bit changes of the epsilon hyperparameter value. Just see this, how much dramatically the cluster has changes. So in first cases it is okay. You can easily say it, yes, it is a single cluster. In one of our visualizations, it's okay, no problem, it's okay. But here just little bit change of the hyperparameter epsilon value. Just see this, how much change this one, how much changes. This one detect it's a single cluster. this one another cluster. Just little changes here, then totally different steps we got. So it's very sensitive to the hyperparameter. These are the major disadvantages of the DBSCAN. So the text that I have taken here from the Wikipedia page, let's see what are the main disadvantage of the DBSCANs. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So the first disadvantage is DBSCAN is not entirely deterministic. Okay, it's not entirely deterministic. It's actually probabilistic type of approach you're doing here. Just a little bit of changes the hyperparameter. Its behavior has changed dramatically. So it's not entirely deterministic. Okay, this is the first disadvantages. The second disadvantage is depends on the distance measures. The quality of DBSCANs depends on the distance measure, and use the functions of the region query, that's input p and epsilon. P means mean points, and the most common distance has been taken as the Euclidean distance. Okay, and it's especially for high dimensional data. Matrix that can render almost useless due to the so-called it's the curse of dimensionality problems as faced in this scenario, the high dimensional data. Okay, so this is the one disadvantage. First one is the disadvantage is it's not entirely deterministic. The second disadvantage is it depend on the distance measure. So if for a high dimensional data we have to face the curse of dimensionality problem in such scenario. So, and the third one disadvantage is, so DBSCAN cannot cluster with large difference of densities that we have seen. So large difference of the densities. So DBSCAN in such scenario, DBSCANs cannot handle this kind of situations. So it cannot cluster large differences of cluster data. Large differences of cluster data. This is the major third disadvantages. This one is the third advantage, and the fourth disadvantage is it's if the data is not well understood, then choosing the hyperparameter value can be difficult. Okay, because it's the very sensitive to a hyperparameter. So if we do not understand our data sets very well, if we do not understand data set very well, then choosing the hyperparameter value can be difficult. Okay, so these are the major disadvantages as always in every applications, in every algorithm. There are advantages as well as disadvantages. So these are the some advantages and disadvantages of the DBSCAN algorithms. So actually we at the end of the day we have to check our data sets according to our requirement. We have to apply in which situations, which kind of algorithms we have to apply. That's the actual job of our scientist. That's our actual job of the data science engineer. That's the job of the applied mathematicians. In which situations, which data, which algorithms we have to apply. This is the job. So in everything in this whole world, everything has some advantages as well as there have some disadvantages. So we have to take care about our problems. According to our problem, we have to apply the data. We have to apply the algorithm in which situations, which kind of algorithm we have to apply. That's the thing. That's the thing we have to know. We have to learn. That's the main concept in every learning. Okay. So now in the next video we will see what is its time complexity and space complexity.